Well, hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Baseball. Some more Sandy Koufax replay from 1966. And we had a little, what do you call it? It was brought to my attention in the last game. I don't know if you saw the last game or not, but Sandy Koufax got roughed up pretty good. I didn't think he got the decision. He actually did get the win in that game. He went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 8 runs. Should be 8 earned runs. I just changed the runs. But that should be 8 earned runs also. They were all earned. And we'll change that right now. But he did get the win. He went 6, came out here. It was a tie ball game when he came out, but the top of the 7th, Dodgers scored a run. Bottom of the 7th, Perinoski came in when the Dodgers already had the lead. So Koufax was the last guy to pitch and when the Dodgers had the lead. So I believe he gets the win for that. If I'm wrong on that, somebody let me know. But Craig Artle, he brought that to my attention. I think he's correct. He is absolutely correct. All the runs were given up by Koufax, but again, the Dodgers had the lead when Perinoski came in. So he is 7-4 until somebody wants to correct me otherwise. And they're playing the Giants on the road again at San Francisco. This is what actually happened in the game. LA won 6-1. Koufax again, a complete game. 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts. Typical Sandy Koufax game. And another note, Willie McCovey will be starting for the Giants. This is the third meeting between these two in which Koufax has pitched, and this will be the first time that McCovey has actually started. I believe I brought him in as a pinch hitter in one of the games, but this will be his first start. It looks like the Dodgers go back to their main lineup. Roseboro catching. Lou Johnson's back in. Lefevre had a big game. He's hit for the cycle in the last game. Ferreira's out, though. He had 2 home runs in the last game. D. Smith, good morning. What was I going to say? There was something. Oh, the Giants defensively are just pretty awful. Outside of Willie Mays, I mean, they are not very good. You got, all threes except for Willie Mays and Ollie Brown. That's it. Everybody else is 3s and 4s. Now your outfield, you got right field, you got a -4, and center, Mays is -4. But then a +2 catcher, Peterson, is a 0. So there could be some adventure in the field for the Giants. Joe Gibbon, he's a lefty. 2 lefties on the mound, Joe Gibbon and Koufax. And here we go, Maury Wills, he's a switch hitter. It's a 6'4", so he's going to be batting right-handed, 6'4", and again, right off the bat, catcher X. And catcher is Barton, he's a 4'3". 43. 19, that's a good roll there. On a 4 is a G3. And then a 13. No error, so the ground ball to the catcher. Barton jumps up, gets the little dribbler and throws him out by an eyelash. 3-3 Wes Parker. Again, switch hitter, but he's batting left against a left-hander. 3-3. 3-3 is a fly ball to left. 1 out. 2 outs. Sorry. Willie Davis. There's a lefty-lefty matchup. 6'10". 6'10 center field X. That's Willie Mays out there, buddy. 1-8. That's a 1-8. Should be a good play. 8. It's going to be an F2. And then 13 on an 8. No error. He makes the play. Death Valley out there, center field. Don't hit it out to Willie. So bottom of the first. Tito Fuentes. 5'8". Batting right. Second base X. Love Fever, 317. 3 and a 4. Could be trouble. It's SI1. And then a 13 on a 17. No error, but it is a single. So a single, as Lefevre could not get to it. For Fuentes, not much of a stealer. He's not going to steal on Roseboro. He's a -3 arm. Jim Davenport, is he going to bunt? I think he's going to bunt. He is going to bunt. First inning, let's just try to get on the board quickly. 11. They're not really expecting it either, as far as I'm concerned. And 11. And he's an A bunter. Pops it up, really? Pop up, runners hold their bases. An A bunter, and he pops it up. And I forgot to look what it was. Pop up. Call it P4. And here's Willie. Willie will hit away. And there's a 6'11". Right-hander, 6'11". Shortstop A. Double play ball. So Willie hits into the double play. Top of 2, here's Tommy Davis. 3-6 versus a lefty, and that's a solid single for Tommy Davis. Kind of situation we have here. Lou Johnson. We're just going to hit away. I just dropped that, sorry. 4-5, right-hander, shortstop X. Well, Davenport's a 331. And a 20, that's a good roll. 3 is a G1, and then a 21, or 31. And a 6. And 31 and a 6. That is going to be an error. E1. First of all, G1, E1. Runner on first. Batter to first. Runners advance 1 base. Just what it says. So like I said, the fielding for the Giants is not very good. First and second, here's Lefevre. The man that hit for a cycle. I think he's going to hit away. Al Red Sox fan, good morning. 6'7", Lefevre. And he's going to be batting right-handed. Second base X, another X chance. That's going to be Fuentes. He's a 337, second base. And a 15 on a 3 is a G1. And then a 37 on a 13. 13 on a 37. No error, actually, so... What was that, a G? I can't remember. G1. It was a G1. No error. Runners at first and second. It's a DP. It is a... Says 5-4. 5-4-3. But it was hit to the second baseman. Right. Still a double play ball. 4-6-3. Davis goes to third. So now Roseboro. Davis at third. A base hit. 1-9. Versus a left-hander. That's going to be trouble. 1-15 double. And so he doubles. Scores 1. Scores Mr. Tommy Davis. 1-0 Dodgers. Here's John Kennedy. Man at second with 2 outs. And it's a 4-2. He's a right-hander. 4-2 fly ball to center. To Willie Mays. You're asking for trouble. Hitting it out there. Dodgers get a run. Is that all they need? San Francisco only scored 1 in the actual game. 2-11 versus a lefty. Pops it out to short. Cap Peterson. A 2-7. 2-7's a single to center field for Cap Peterson. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Willie McCovey. Seeing his first start versus Koufax. He is a lefty. 6'8", left-hander. Struck him out. It's a big reason why he does not play when Koufax is on the mound. Now Ollie Brown. A 1-6. And he's going to fly it out to center. And that ends the inning. Top of the third. 1-0 Dodgers. Here's Koufax to lead it off. 0 for 4 in the actual game. 4-6. And he bats right-handed. 4-6. Look at there. 1-14's a single. And it's a 5. So Mr. Koufax singles. Trying to help his own cause here. Maury Wills. Man, do they try a hit and run with Koufax at first? I think they're going to. But they're not holding Koufax on. Maybe I should bunt. Nah, we're going to slap one. We're going to hit and run. It's going to be off the pitcher's card. 5-4. Right-hander. Third base X. So it's a tough play for Hardy. He's a 430. 430, 18. It's a G1. And then a 12 on a 30. There is no 12. So G1, no error. Let's see. Is that a... That was hit to third base. So there is no adjustment. Okay, refer to the following chart and look at the final result on the Super Advanced Ground Ball Results chart. Oh, down here, duh. Koufax is first. It is a double play. 5-4-3. So Wills hits into a double play. So 2 outs. Here's Wes Parker. Base is clear. So 2-9 versus a lefty. He's going to strike out. So kind of a disastrous inning after Koufax leads off with a single. Baseball demos, David, thank you. Thanks for joining me. Bob Barton. 2-7, lefty, grounds it out to short. Brings up the pitcher, Joe Gibbon. 5'8", or 5'9". 5'9", he's a right-handed hitter. He's going to strike out. Back to Tito. He singled his first time up. 4-3. 4-3, and he's going to be batting right-handed. Right field X. And that's Lou Johnson. He's a 3-5. 20, good play, and then a 9 right field on a 5. No error. He makes the play. So top of the 4th. Still 1-0 Dodgers. They're feeling confident. It's a 3-6. 3-6. Willie Davis. 1-3 is a double. It's a 15, so he's going to fly out to right field. And I don't need that. Tommy Davis now. He's 1 for 1. Singles, scored a run. 6-8. Right-hander. And he's going to get another hit. 1-9 is a triple. And it's a 1, so triple for Tommy Davis. Halfway to the cycle. Look out. Lou Johnson, he's a right-hander. 3-7 versus a lefty. Struck him out. So 2 down. Here's Jim Lefevre, the man that hit for the cycle the last time. Koufax was on the mound. It's a 1-6 versus a left-hander. It's going to be a ground out to short. So they leave Tommy stranded at third. Come up empty. Bottom of the 4th, here's Jim Davenport. Popped up his first time up. It's a 6-7. And he's a right-hander. He's going to strike out this time. There's old Willie. Willie Mays, 3-8 versus a left-hander. Ground ball back to Koufax. Easy play. Jim Ray Hart, 3-8. 3-8 is a single for Jim Ray Hart, single to left field. One out, or one on, and two down. Here's Cap Peterson. It's a 2-12 versus a left-hander. Grounds it out to second base. And that retires the side. You join late, Willie McCovey getting his first action against Koufax as a starter. I brought him in as a pinch hitter in one of those games. I know I did. It seems like he got either a walk or a hit. John Roseboro, lefty, 4-4. Shortstop X. The Giants are awful in the field, 331 for Davenport. A 2. It's a single. And a 10 on a 31. So it's a single for Roseboro. Davenport could not get to it. Brings up John Kennedy. Hitting away. It's a 2-4 versus a lefty. Look out. 2-4, 1-6 is a home run. And it's a 2, so John Kennedy goes yard. And it's a 2-run home run for John Kennedy. Makes it 3-0. LA. Koufax at the plate. 2-8. And he strikes out for the first out. Here's Maury Wills. 1-7 will be a pop out to third. Two down. Here's Wes Parker. 6-7, right-hander. Second base X. Tito Fuentes, a 337. More adventure, 3-5. It's a G3. 15 and a 37. It is an error. One base error. Error on Fuentes. Wes Parker reaches with 2 down. Here's Willie Davis. Triple sixes. 6-12. And Willie's a lefty. First base X. Willie McCovey's a 325. More adventures. But a 19 is going to be good. A G1. And then he's a 25 and an 11. But it's an E1. A G1 E1. Batter first, runners advance one base on the error by Willie McCovey. Back-to-back errors. Error number 3 in the game for the Giants. Tommy Davis. A 6 or God, I want to call the 6s first for some reason. A 3. It's not Atba. 3-11. Still making some adjustments, I guess. 3-11. Grounds it out to first. Retires the side. McCovey makes the play. 2 runs. 2-run shot by John Kennedy. Makes it a 3-0 LA lead. They're not helping the pitcher out, that's for sure. Of course, the errors didn't cost him. A 6-10 versus a lefty. It's McCovey. 6-10. Center field X. Willie is a 212. And we got to flip back. Got to do the flip. 212, 17 will be good. That's an F3. And then a 12 on a 12. Center field, nothing there. So the play is made. One out. Willie got the bat on the ball though. It's that third time through the lineup when you got to be cautious. A 210 flies out to right for Ollie Brown. Bob Barton, 1-7, and he's going to ground it out to short. It's 2 ground out to shorts for Bob Barton. We'll move to the 6th inning. And you know what? Joe Gibbon is a 5-inning guy. I just took for granted that he was going to be like in the 6 or 7 range and didn't even really look at it. But he did not reach his point of weakness. It was very close. Gave up 2 hits. 2 hits in this inning, and he will. They're going to try to get him through this inning because he leads off the next inning. Lou Johnson. 5-5, right-hander. He'll ground it out to third. Switch hitter Jim Lefevre. It's a 4-2. He'll be batting right-handed. Flies out to center. So now here's a lefty-lefty John Roseboro. 2-4. Grounds it out to short. So Gibbon makes it through the 6th. And they will call on the pinch hitter, a pinch hitter. So you've got Ozzie Virgil. I'm going to nix all lefties. And Hal Lanier, Jesus Alou. I'm going with Ozzie Virgil. Ozzie Virgil. So Gibbons' day is done. I'm gonna move him over there just so I don't mess up here. Ozzie Virgil, right-hander, 210 versus the lefty. And he's going to fly out to right field for 1 out. Back to the top of the order, Tito Fuentes, 1-8 versus a lefty. 1-5 is a home run. Tito's 1 for 2 on the day. It's an 18. He's going to fly out to left. 2 down. Here's Davenport. 2-7. Everything off the batter's card, but Davenport will walk on a 2-7. 2-out walk. That brings up Willie. Stay away from that 2 column. He did. 6'4", right-hander. Struck him out. Right there. Big strikeout by Koufax as he bears down on Willie. So a new pitcher for the Giants. It will be Ray. That's going to be Bob Pridey. I'm going to call him Pridey. It may be Pretty, but I'm going to call it Pridey because I don't think he wants to be called Pretty. John Kennedy homered his last time up. And it's a 6-5 right-hander matchup. Normal power 1-9's a home run, and Kennedy has normal power versus right-handers. So 1-9, it's out of here. It's a 7, John Kennedy, with his second home run of the game. Man, that's 3 RBIs for Mr. Kennedy. Got a lot of home runs in that last one, and we got Kennedy with 2 of his own in this one. 4-12, and it's a righty-righty matchup. Koufax is going to ground it out to short. Brings up Willie. Or, how about Maury Wills? I got the Will part. There's a Will in there. 4-10. He's going to be batting left. Catcher X. It's a little pop-up. Barton's a 4-3. And that's a 12 on the catcher. 4 and a 12 is a PF. And then a 13 on a 3. No error there. It's PF. Well, there's no runners on base, so it's a it's a PF, no error. With runners on base, pitch gets past, there's no runners on base. Foul out to the catcher. So I guess we got to check the wild pitch. There's a Maury Wills, there's a way. It was pronounced pretty? Okay. Wild pitch, I think, is what we're going to do here. It's an 18, so there's no wild pitch. It is or pass ball. But you check the wild pitch. If there's no batter, it's a foul out to the catcher. All that for that. Wes Parker, 2 down, bases clear, so I don't need that. It's a 2-10 versus a right-hander, and he's going to fly it out to left. So bottom of the 7th inning, 3-0 Dodgers. Jim Ray Hart, 2-6 versus a lefty. He's going to fly out to center. Willie Davis out there in center field making that catch. The 1-9 of Cap Peterson's a strikeout. There's another Willie McCovey. We got a lot of Willies in this game. Willie Davis, Willie Mays, Willie McCovey. 3-10. Draws the walk. Koufax a little too careful with him. Walked him. There's Ollie Brown. There's not very many Ollies in this game. There's only one. This guy right here, a 4-3. And he's a right-hander. Right field X. And that's Lou Johnson. He's a 3-5. 19, that's good, F3. And then 11-15 on a 5. No error. So Lou Johnson makes the catch. And that ends it for the Giants. Still no score for the Giants. Bob Pretty. I don't like saying pretty, but when I'm talking about a guy, we'll call him Pretty. Willie Davis. I know it's not pretty, but pretty. 210, right-hander. Flies it out to left. T. Davis, 111. Ballpark check singles. Here we go. First time for a ballpark check anything. But it's going to be a 1-2. So no single. It's going to be a line out to short. Lou Johnson, 1-7 versus a right-hander. That's going to be a hit. 1-6, double, anything else. He singles, it's a 1. So a double for Lou Johnson. 2-out double. Here's Jim Lefebvre, switch hitter. It's a 212 right-hander. He's going to draw a walk. So first and second. 2 down, John Roseboro. They're gonna let Pretty continue. It's a 2-7. He's gonna get out of the inning. It's a ground out to second. So nothing doing, and we'll move to the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0 Dodgers. Bob Barton, the catcher, will lead things off, and then the pitcher spot. That's a 2-7 versus the lefty. He's going to ground out to short. Third time today for Bob to hit one to the shortstop. Maury Wills. So pinch hitter. Let's go. Hal Lanier's got a good 1 column, but I like looking at the 3 column first. 3's come up more than 1's. And there ain't nothing anywhere, so we're going to go Hal Lanier. One out. And Bob Pretty is gone. Hal Lanier. It's a 6'5". 6'5", he's a right-hander. Double check that. 6'5", normal power. He does not have normal power versus right-handers. Or versus left-handers. He has weak. But he's batting right. 6'5". Normal power. 1-2 will be a single. But he's going to fly out to left. All that drama for nothing. So back to the top of the order. But there's 2 down. And it's a 4-7. Tito will be batting right. He's going to fly out to right. And that retires the side. We'll go to the 9th inning. New pitcher for the Giants. Ray Sadecki. I didn't write pretty in. Ray Sadecki. On to pitch the 9th. John Kennedy. He is 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. It's a 4-6. Sadecki and Kennedy's a right-hander. Sadecki's a lefty. 4-6. Rounds it out to short. Now here's Koufax. 4-4. And he's a right-hander. Shortstop X. Koufax hits one on the screws. Can Davenport get to it? It's a 331. Just looked up pretty, and he don't look pretty. 331 for Davenport. 18. It's a G1. And then an 11 on a 31. Makes the play. They get Koufax. He wasn't running too hard. He had time to get back up off his knees and make the throw. There's Maury with 2 outs. Switch hitter. 2-6. Facing a lefty. 2-6. Grounds out to short. So 3 ground balls to Davenport. And amazingly, no errors. So we'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and there's no way he's coming out. Jim Davenport, 2, 3, and 4 hitters, 5-5, and he's a right-hander. Struck him out. There's Willie. Willie is 0 for 3. With a strikeout thrown in there. 6-10, right-hander. Center field X, tough play for Willie. He's a 2-12. 4 on a 2 is a F1, just barely. F1 and then a 9, center field. What is he? Wait a minute. 12. He's a 12 and a 9. There's no 9, so he makes the catch. On the dead run, making the catch. 2 down, Jim Ray Hart down to their last out. And it's a 4-9, right-hander. Oh, I thought that was a strikeout. It's a 4-8. 4-9's a shortstop X, and a tough play for Maury. He's a 327. 11 on a 3. G2. And then a 11 on a 27. Maury makes the play. Ball game. Shutout. So Koufax makes up for that last game a little bit. 3-0 shutout. So he goes 9. How many hits did he give up? 1, 2, 3. 3-hitter. No runs, obviously. Walks. A couple. 2 walks. Strikeouts. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Just 5 strikeouts. So Koufax will improve to 8-3, as if he joined late, he did get the win in that last game. I messed up. It was brought to my attention. We'll go over it again. He went 6 innings, gave up all 8 runs, but they had the lead in the bottom of the 7th when Perinoski came in. They got that 1 run in the 7th, and Koufax was the last guy to pitch. So I believe he gets the W. Perinoski with a hold and Regan with a save is the way I'm looking at it, and that's what Craig Artle told me. Thank you for that. If anybody disagrees, let me know. I think that's right, though. All right, so you guys are not taking today off to get that weekend started early, huh? I took, I was off Wednesday, and I took the rest of the week off. And then I've got, of course, Monday's a holiday. So I'm going to come back probably with another Koufax game here in a little bit. I don't even know why I'm putting that up. I'm just kind of naturally putting stuff up. Their next game on the docket, I think, is the Cincinnati Reds, I believe. So baseball demos, you are quote unquote working. I got you. Maybe they'll let you leave early today because it's, a long weekend, Memorial Weekend. That's what my wife was hoping. Maybe they'll let us leave early today. And then she laughed it off. You're going shopping tonight for backyard patio furniture and a huge umbrella. It's going to be a pool weekend. That sounds good to me. Can we all come over? You get 2-hour release early? Yes. That's good. It's better than nothing. Ken, you got up at 10 a.m. Well, you were up late last night, I think. I was too. You were up later than I was. You're on the East Coast. By the way, my daughter is in Germany. Man, that's hard, man. Having your daughter in Germany, your 16-year-old kid halfway around the world. And she's texting us at like 3 a.m., because they're up doing stuff. They're getting up, and it's like we can't get any sleep when you're getting texted at 3 a.m. That was a good chat, Ken. Thank you for pointing out some things on that dead ball. I put those links under that video. Yeah, I would show myself, but I haven't taken a shower yet. So I was thinking about going out and mowing the yard. But I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Why do it today? You stayed up till midnight to watch to watch Al's games. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. The Big 12 tournament. How about them Cowboys? They need to win the tournament to go to a regional, and they are in the catbird seat. They are undefeated. Now there was one more game last night. It was Texas and Kansas in the other winners bracket side, and I didn't see who won that. That was probably going to end up being over at about midnight, so I didn't watch it. So I don't know who they're going to play, but they've got today off. But they've got to win the whole thing to get into a regional. I like their chances at this point, especially if they play Kansas. I don't like Texas. Their matchup with Texas is not good. Texas swept them. I know you guys are not really into Big 12 baseball, but I am. So I have to force it on you. Maybe I can do some, I was thinking about maybe working with that dead ball and doing some college baseball. Figuring out some college baseball stuff with that dead ball. It's in my mind, it's in my thoughts right now. It's a real good game to make up players. Kind of like History Maker Baseball is. Same thing. Your son's in Houston. 89 degrees, 58 and rainy here. Yeah, it's going to be warm here. It's going to be around 90 something. Classmate's son pitches for UCLA. They're good. Of course, I don't know a whole lot about anything outside of the Big 12, really. I know. No, I don't know. Can't remember who it was that has that really good pitcher. What about that one kid, Hunter Green? Anybody heard about him? Hunter Green. He's like 17 years old, throws 102 miles an hour. He was on Sports Illustrated cover. That's just crazy, man. Is the guy on steroids or something, or what's the deal? If I was 17 facing some dude throwing 102, I don't know. I mean, think back to when I was 17 years old. I mean, I probably faced some guys throwing, maybe 83 to 85. Maybe. Not for me. Yes, Pete Incaviglia was from Oklahoma State. Big time, yeah. He's on their Wall of Fame. They've got a statue out front. Next time I go to a game, which will be next year, I'll take a picture of that statue and I'll show you. It's actually like a bust. Pete Incaviglia hit like 50 home runs or something around there, 40-something home runs in college baseball in like a 50-game season. It's crazy. Yeah, he was a monster, man. I told a story about him one time on one of my videos. I was standing behind him in a convenience store. I was like, I'm about the same age as him, almost. I think I'm about the same age when he was at Oklahoma State, and I was just like, man, looking at his forearms, they were like as big as my calves, or bigger than my calves, about as big as my thighs. I was just marveling at his forearms. I'll never forget that. While he's getting his money out of his wallet, I was just like, dude, you're on the juice. No, I don't think he was. Not back then. That was Gary Ward coaching big time baseball right there. Oklahoma State won like 13 conference championships in a row. 13 years straight. Robin Ventura, Incaviglia. I think Incaviglia, yeah. I need to take a picture of all their players from Oklahoma State. It's a pretty good list. Donnie Walton was there last year. He's in minors somewhere. Freeman, pitcher. Pretty good pitcher. Pitched in the College World Series last year. I'm not sure where he's at now. I can't remember his first name. Freeman. But anyway, yep. I will let you guys get back to work and whatever you're doing, getting ready for your parties, and don't buy your nacho cheese Doritos because they'll catch on fire. Yes, Brent Lane, thanks for joining me. A lot of good ball players. That's true. Battles late 80s, 90s. Wichita State, exactly. Yeah, that's still a big rivalry. Wichita State, Oklahoma State, big rivalry. They don't like us. We don't like them. I think that rivalry's bigger than OU in baseball. The problem with OU is we don't play them at home. We play them like a non-conference game. Every year there's one non-conference game between the two of them, and it alternates each year between where they play. Then the conference games are all played in either Tulsa or Oklahoma City. It's crazy. Oh, you're a Wichita State fan? Yeah. That's cool. They've kind of had a down couple years, I think. No, I respect Wichita State's baseball program, immensely. I mean, that's why we don't like, if you don't respect somebody, you're not going to really care one way or another. But if you respect them, that's when the dislike really happens. Tettleton and Traber, yep, both from Oklahoma State. Traber played a little football. Now he's a big-time radio sports talk guy. He gets a little wound up on the radio, Jim Traber. He's fun to listen to, though. Yeah, we both, I think there's a lot of respect between both programs, even though, when we hit the field, we want to win big time. We don't like each other on the field, but afterwards, it's definitely a mutual respect, I think. Stevenson was Yeah, he was big time coach, Stevenson. Baseball is your strongest high school sport there in California. Well, I know. I would definitely imagine it is. What amazes me is how OU goes out there and gets all those softball girls to come to Oklahoma. I mean, it's like half their roster is California girls. And I'm just like, you want to come? You want to leave this beautiful state, weather, everything? Come to Oklahoma and play. But the softball World Series is played in Oklahoma City, so that is a big drawing point, I think. Yeah, exactly. That's just what I was talking about. Yeah, Brent. Softball World Series in Oklahoma City. I think that is a big drawing point. Oklahoma State had a good year. Big 12 and SEC get a lot of players from Cali. Yep. That has changed because back in the day, USC, UCLA football was those were two of the big teams, especially USC. And of course, baseball. USC used to be out College World Series a lot. UCLA. But I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to set up another game, and I'll come back a little later with another one. That'll be game 15. I think it's the Reds. I think it's Cincinnati. Something different. It seems like he's playing against all these same teams. Of course, he pitched like every fourth day, maybe every third or fourth day. I think he pitched. So, part of the reason Wichita State has gone down is all the top prospects are from the coast. Used to be a lot of Midwest guys. Yeah, you're probably right. The logos, I printed them on paper like cardstock and just cut them out. Yeah. Had to blow them up a little bit so they're a little fuzzy, but yeah, they're just cardstock. All right, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you later. Until then, take care and God bless.